And Jared, you mentioned own media, creator-led content, and why it matters. Can you talk a little bit more about why it matters more than ever? Why now?
Yeah. So I think what we are all seeing right now, and you can look at this from the business side, and you can also look at this from your individual experience of how you consume information today, is that we're going through this transition of the internet and how it's maturing and how people are behaving and also consuming information and finding information. And what I see it is a shift primarily from, there's kind of a couple of shifts, and I think there's a couple of trends driving this. But one is people are really looking for expertise, and they are less interested in institutions and to some extent brands, and more interested in actual people. I think we can all agree that people buy from people, people listen to people. And so we all follow certain podcasts and subscribe to them. We all have newsletters that we subscribe to that are tend to be written by an individual person and not a brand. And so that is part of the shift, is that people are, and then there's people we follow on LinkedIn and Twitter where we get information from, right? And we see them as the experts kind of leading the field, leading the industry. And that's where the sort of most interesting insights are coming from. The problem I think that we've gone through, I think we're, 10 years ago, and sort of the inbound model of marketing with that HubSpot really pioneered and other companies in B2B, was about creating high value content that was optimized around keywords to drive traffic, a high volume of traffic to your website, to collect leads, to get information about those people, and then to follow up with them and hopefully try to start a conversation and make a sale. And I think that worked really well for a long time, but things are changing. And the other big shift that I see is that I think, search is fundamentally changing. I think Google is being unbundled in many ways, and people are going to different platforms to go and start their search journey. I can test that, like in the B2B space, if you're selling to director plus or at the executive level, those buyers are not starting their information gathering journey on Google. And the reason for that is because they're going to get a page of results of blog posts or content that was written by a brand and a non-expert, probably someone on the content marketing team. And so I think that we have to now pivot as we think about, how do we structure our marketing strategy, our go-to-market, and how do we create content? We have to pivot away from volume and trying to match keywords to depth and expertise from the real practitioners. And that's what people want. And so I'll kind of pause there, but those are two big changes I see happening right now. And I've also seen, the power of having these real experts being the messengers and what it can do for your business.